like belligerent and hackle, stuff like that?
Not really. Not really. I've always been kind of ready for it, but it hadn't happened yet.
So,
Now when I stopped, I've had.
Comes that guy. Let's see what I tell you.
What's wicked about Harry Potter?
Harry Potter is nothing but witchcraft labeled for kids. That's all it is.
Is it not okay that it's fiction? Can you read fiction and not interpret it as truth in general? You know what I'm saying?
You mean make it like how you want it to be?
No, just answer my question. Can you read any fiction and know that it's not truth? Like Huckleberry Finn. Can you read Huckleberry Finn and know that it's not real? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I mean, why would you want to invite that filth into your life, though?
Why would you want to read evil in any form?
Yeah, I mean.
So all fiction is evil?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, I guess I'm confused. I'm just asking about fiction.
No,
I'm assuming you haven't read Harry Potter.
You brought up Harry Potter. Harry Potter's evil. You shouldn't read it.
Well, I guess my point is like you're assuming it's evil, but you haven't actually read it. So
I know about it. I know it came from there's actual spells in that book. I mean, I've watched.
Is Harry Potter about witchcraft?
I mean, yeah, it's about like.
Okay, it's evil. It's evil. Nobody needs to read it. Witchcraft is evil. Nobody needs to read it.
I'm not trying to be
I know enough.
But I'm asking for real. Like, do you not think people? Okay, but like, do you not think people can read like any fictional account of anything that contains things that could like be interpreted as evil and not internalize it as truth?
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Evil's not interpreted. It either is evil or it's not.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is like, okay, let's say that there are spells in Harry Potter that are that people believe are real, right?
Well, spells work. Spells and witchcraft work.
Okay, let's say that's true. Okay, so if I read it, because I've read them multiple times, because they're like what you don't know is that at the heart of that
the
story.
problem is not you reading them. The problem is not you reading them. The problem is that you like it. The problem is that it's evil and you like it. That's the problem. The problem is with your heart.
Okay.
Not with Harry Potter, it's with you. That's the problem.
Okay. I'm an atheist, so I don't give a crap about that. But my question is like, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying is evil about it. Because
it's witchcraft. Witchcraft is evil.
Okay, so you're saying the setting of it.
All witchcraft is evil.
Okay. All right. But I'm asking you about the story. The story isn't about witchcraft.
It has witchcraft in it, so
yes,
it's evil.
That is not what the story is. Like the story is about a boy.
So you shouldn't read it. If it has evil in it, you shouldn't read it.
I don't think you're listening to me at all. Like
you're making excuses because you love evil. That's what you're doing. You love evil.
That's so easy for you to say that.
You're making excuses.
No, you're wiping
it's easy.
With a broad brush.
It is easy to say it. It is easy to say it because it's obvious.
You're ignoring nuance in the world.
We don't need nuance.
I mean, look. I know you guys think y'all are doing good, and I commend that. I really do. Believe it or not.
Are you doing good? Do you think you're doing good?
I mean, I'm sure you don't think I'm doing good.
No, do you think you're doing good?
But no, I want to get back to the conversation about Harry Potter because I'm curious about that only because I don't give a crap whether y'all like Harry Potter or not.
So why are you asking us about it? That doesn't make any sense.
You don't have to be confrontational. I'm just asking. I'm just having a conversation. So I'm just asking. The reason I find it interesting because it's not like you said like whatever the Satanist Bible is evil, right? The reason I find that interesting you said that is because it's a work of fiction that people do not interpret as real. So that's why I find it interesting. Like you could set any freaking novel that's
the problem's not with Harry Potter. The problem's not with the book. The problem is with your wicked heart that you love evil.
Okay,
that's the problem.
You're skirting around the entire conversation.
No, that is the issue.
You said that like Harry Potter is evil because and then you're telling me because it contains witchcraft. But the story does contain witchcraft.
And it's all about what it leads to. Everything leads to something.
But you know how many books that thing sold? Like I've read it. I don't think witchcraft is real.
Does that make it right?
But my point is you're assuming that is, you're saying it contains witchcraft. Witchcraft is evil. And you're worried that people are going to read that and interpret as true. I know so many people.
No, we're not worried about people interpret as true.
Take my word for it. I mean, look into it yourself. Don't take my word for it.
I can tell you, having read that series multiple times, it does not lead me to believe that magic is real. It leads me to believe that the love of a parent is strong enough to get a child through their life. Because that's actually what the story's about.
Why is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
Are you recording me?
Yes.
What are you going to do with that?
I don't know. Whatever
don't
I feel
know?
like doing.
Just answer me.
Whatever I feel like doing with it.
Okay. I'm just curious.
So so you say it could.
Hey!
So it could raise. So you could raise your children or whatever. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, what? What was your question?
You were talking about Harry Potter and raising your children.
I didn't say anything about raising my children. You did. What are you talking? I didn't
Say
talk
something
about my child.
Say something about
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
heart
yeah.
of the story.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Harry Potter. I'm just asking you this because you said that a work of fiction is evil, but you haven't actually consumed it. But you're saying because it.
You don't
it
have to
can-
consume it for it to know it's
I mean,
evil.
it's all about what
How
the
would you
point.
know that?
It's all, I mean, what is
You,
the point?
you just confessed that it's evil.
Did Jesus himself not surround himself with people that were considered evil and help them bring like you're skirting around entire swaths of truth?
Truth? How do you know something is true? As an atheist, how can you explain that anything is true?
Because there are inherent truths in the world. Gravity.
Where did they come
nature,
from? So where do inherent truths come from?
a human existence. What do you mean? Like,
What do you mean? So
so
inherent truths weren't here until people got here?
Asking vague questions to try
No,
to
I'm
make it sound
I'm
like
trying.
you
I'm
have
trying to
some
get you to
greater
just.
plan.
You're saying some
No,
things
you're
are
asking-
true, and I'm asking what your justification for is for things that are
Human
true.
existence, repeated evidence of truth.
So if humans didn't exist,
What are we
the truth
talking
would
about
disappear.
right now? You're asking vague questions.
Hang on a second for me. I think it's time for your kid to.
Like,
Hang on, Santa Claus.
look, if you guys, like, in all seriousness, like, I didn't come over, I came over here to have a conversation, and, like, you're trying to act like this is some sort of gotcha moment.
I'm trying to talk about things that are important, not the nuances of
You
Harry
spent your
Potter.
okay, but you had an opportunity to convert an atheist right here, but you spent your entire time trying to make me feel bad. That's not working.
I'm not
You
trying
just,
to. I'm
like,
not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to
You
get
spent
you to
the whole time
realize that
telling
you
me that I'm a
are
s-
bad. You are inherently evil and wicked in your
Okay,
heart.
but-
That's my goal.
let's say
That's the first
all right,
step.
Let's say that that's inherently true. Do you
No, it is inherently
okay,
true.
I
You-
just
you-
said, let's say
you've
it
proved
is.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. And what did you prove? You proved that, like, even if you were objective, you proved that you can't let me finish a sentence.
You ask a question, I
I didn't
attempt to
ask a
answer
goddamn
it.
question.
You ask a question, then you keep talking. That's the problem.
You literally just repeated what I said back to me. Okay, I'll talk to you because I can talk to you. Look, I am an atheist, but that, like, my point is, if you came out here to convert people, because I did spend a lot of time in the church, and I know that that's what God calls you to do.
Well, we can't convert.
No, it doesn't.
We're just a mess.
Look, dude, you just like to argue. That's the entire. Let me speak.
You're
to a
saying
human
things that
being,
are
like,
wrong. You're saying things that are wrong. I'm not going to let you just say a bunch of stuff that's wrong. Not challenge you.
What's your favorite topic? I like
I don't
history.
know. You like what?
I like history.
Okay, yeah.
So, and believe it, you mentioned atheists. Atheists are big on science,
Look,
but that's fine.
like,
that's
I don't
cool.
believe in God, but I don't go around preaching atheism. That's not a, like an
That's because it's
identifying-
hopeless.
Well, not all
You
atheists-
shouldn't.
Not all
There-
atheists are
there's-
the same.
Like, cool.
Hopeless.
Yeah,
Atheist is
exactly.
nothing but hopelessness. Life
You should
doesn't
let this
matter.
guy talk.
There's no
Like,
meaning.
If y'all ever hope to actually get somebody to Christ, you should let this man talk and not you. Because, like,
So you believe Christ is real?
I think it's possible that Jesus could have existed.
So you're an agnostic.
Well,
No, I'm not an agnostic.
So who do you think Jesus Christ is?
I don't know. I wasn't alive. Look, dude, the gotcha thing doesn't work, man. Like,
I'm trying to follow the
you're
logic.
not- look, don't worry
What's
about the
your
logic.
logic?
Get to the heart of human
curious.
beings.
What do you mean?
if
What
you're-
is my logic?
What is
Don't,
your
don't,
logic?
don't.
Well, I know you
Like,
mentioned.
look, man, in all seriousness, I need to go to my child. But in all seriousness, look, I know you're trying to bring people to God, and I do admire that.
We gotta go.
Okay,
Well,
and I do admire that. Last thing, get to people's heart. Like, get to people's heart. Like, this man can't connect to a human, but you can. Like,
Well, before
Yeah,
you
go
go,
ahead.
before
Go ahead.
real quick, before you go to friend, I know you study, you're
Yeah.
looking at science
Yeah.
and atheism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But just ask yourself and truly dig deep into it. When you get it, don't take my word
Yeah,
for
yeah, Uh-huh.
it. You know, as far as the creation and things that go, you know, science is the observation of facts.
sure,
correct?
yeah. That's the
Now,
idea. Yeah.
now you mentioned atheism earlier, not to be mean or anything.
No,
like
no,
that.
go ahead.
But how can something come from nothing? That's one,
Yeah, no,
that's
the
one- I mean, that's
creation
one-
is
that's
incredible.
one-
Yeah, no, it's incredible.
I'm just saying, from an atheist point of view.
No, it's incredible.
I'm just trying to.
Well,
I just don't understand that from an atheist point of view. I
it's-
really don't.
all right, it's
I
this
I mean,
simple
you
for
could say
me.
the same thing about God. Where does God come from? God had to come from somewhere, right?
No, he didn't. He's eternal, self-existent.
Oh, okay. There we go.
This guy is running people off. Like, his whole thing is gotcha, and you might actually lead somebody to God. But Mike, I don't claim to have the answer, so that's actually
Well,
why I'm an
I'm no
atheist.
better than anybody.
No, I
so
know that.
I'm just
No,
saying.
no, that's cool.
I mean,
But he thinks he is. But
That was pretty judgmental.
yeah, no, I am
I've
not
been
human
here
being.
for like 5
Okay,
minutes,
sorry.
and I'm definitely
Sorry.
heard you say you're
Oh,
better
no, you're
than
fine, you're fine.
But
You,
just
you
so
heard that?
know,
You heard
I
me
am
sound
an
better than
atheist.
other people?
No, I am an atheist, but it's not because I think I'm right. It's because I admit that I don't have the answers.
So you're an agnostic.
No, I'm not.
Well, from a biblical point of view, I can say
You know what I mean?
that the answer is in Jesus Christ.
It
but
could be.
But I can't make you believe that.
No, it could be, and like, that would be awesome. It would be cool if the story of Jesus was real, and that, it would be cool.
Well, see, the moral law is written on the tablets of our heart. Because even atheists know to do good.
Yeah, I have a conscience. I'm a good human being.
Well,
You may not think so.
Well, you know, atheists know it's not right to rape a
Yeah,
woman or
100%,
molest a child. I mean,
100%.
That I do.
And
agree
maybe
with,
that all
but-
leads back to God. Maybe it is God.
But you have no justification
Well,
for saying rape
if
is
you-
wrong
If you
in an
you
atheistic
don't think that
world.
human beings have a moral? Y'all don't even agree.
You have no justification for a moral compass without God.
Well, you need an external source to give you your justification
I'm
rather
not
than
telling you
just
I'm not
human
forcing you to
decency
believe it.
and
That
inherent
just
moral
talks about
stuff.
the
Very
moral law
different.
and all
Very
that
different.
stuff. So.
Well, it all comes from God. It's a
But
creation
y'all
of
It
just
God.
sounds like you understand that human beings, even if they don't believe that Christ is real, have a moral compass.
Oh, everybody does.
Because Christ gave it to you. Christ gave it to
maybe
you.
You're right.
Well,
Maybe you're right.
y'all take care.
I hate to bother you guys, but we're doing a school project. Can I get a photo with you guys real quick?
No, we're not. You could have taken photos a long time ago.
Yeah, sorry. I was
Right, they were
sitting there.
being
He was,
loud and
yeah, he was.
I don't care. We're taking photos of you right now. So whatever.
He kept saying some like BS, man. Like he was saying that you were stirring his word when you weren't.
I don't understand. His
It's
daughter's
like-
over there getting a photo with Santa, and he's over here arguing instead of like spending time with his kids.
It's because he knows he's guilty.
Yeah.
Because he's ashamed of himself, so he has to try and argue it away.
Well, because you know God's moral law is written on the conscience of our heart. It's written on our hearts. And you know, it's not good to tell a lie. I take it that y'all are our friends, right?
Yes, sir.
We're related. I mean, would you appreciate it if he lied to you and vice versa? You know what I mean? Where does that come from?
Is that what he did? I'm confused. I didn't even hear what he did.
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm just giving you.
You just said hypothetically.
Yeah, it's hypothetical question. No, I'm fine.
I'm good. I appreciate it.
But if you want, I strongly suggest. If y'all want, I strongly suggest you each take one of those and talks about pretty much summed up what we talked about here.
Yeah.
Let's get that photo.
Are y'all fine to be on my economics project?
Yeah, that's
No
fine.
pro- yeah,
Here you
but
go.
no
Here's something else for you to read too.
problemo.
Those got a little more to them. They got some pretty good stories in them.
Oh, so do these too. Yeah, and I think I have another one about a camel. Camel's in the tent.
Oh, I see you.
Oh, my brother's in.
Don't break your camera.
Oh wait, he doesn't have an arm.
So,
Why did you put your... You creep. Don't put your arm around it.
We gotta make sure everyone is well. And they know
so,
that
so what's your project?
Thank you guys so much.
What's your project?
he has to take random pictures with random people and pile them up as a population. So
Is that for like a
basically-
school, high school,
Yeah,
freshman
for
college?
economics.
Economics.
Right.
Economics.
It's like social
In high
marketing.
school. I'm a sophomore.
Oh, okay. Y'all graduated 2006, so I'm pretty sure he graduated earlier than me.
What, college?
High school.
Oh, you're in high school?
You know you can get the guys.
That's why communism isn't going to work. You mentioned economics. Communist teachings, they hate, our current, they hate our
They hate
free
freedom.
market society.
They hate freedom.
Yeah, they hate freedom. Communism, since its inception, has been responsible for the murders of over 200 million people. And that's what, I'm not a big political guy, but that's what our current,
Yeah,
people in power
if you don't
promote.
have the freedom to take care of yourself and make your own money and do commerce between people by yourself, and the government regulates you, and the government has all the power,
Then you're not really a person.
It's-
you're just an
it-
individual piece to a giant puzzle.
to them you are.
Yeah, the,
Yeah.
the less government we have, the more freedom we have.
Don't think we live in a dystopian society?
We're close to it. There's some people that want to push that into that, to where everybody is a subject.
We're
Like
so controlling.
like in Australia right now, you know what's going on in northern Australia, where they're taking people and they're putting them into COVID camps. Teenagers that aren't even, they're not even sick. They never even tested positive or anything.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah, look it up. Look on Rebel News on YouTube.
Wow.
Rebel News. They're taking people because it's just a small state in Australia, so they can get away with it. They haven't been able to get away with it in the big cities. So anyway, yeah, that's a dystopian
You're not going to see
society.
it on the mainstream news because our mainstream news that we have here is controlled by corporations.
Right, the one who doesn't want us to think we're getting controlled.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
in my opinion, by the World Zionist Organization as well. But I'm not saying be anti-Jew. I'm just saying all Jews are like that. But you know, they just claim to be Jews. They're not really Jews. They just make it harder for other Jews to be whatever Jew. That's a whole new sermon in and of itself. But,
I think everyone should just be themselves.
Should be what?
Be themselves.
Well, we have to fight for our freedom though, because there's always going to be somebody who's going to want to take your freedom. You know, there could be some guy who wants to take your freedom to have that skateboard, right? And you have to stand up for that. Huh?
I said, and that's not happening,
Right.
Everyone has free will and their own freedom.
I'll
Yeah.
buy a hot dog. It was nice talking to you guys.
All right.
Y'all
Good
take,
to talk to you guys. Thank you guys for the photo.
All right.
y'all take care and pass whatever it is you do. Y'all take care.
All right. See, that's what usually happens when you pack up. Some people come up and talk. Well, I don't mean usually, but if something happens, usually they want to come up and just have a normal conversation.
I always wondered about that. Could it be that? I don't know. I mean,
What?
why I really don't know why they do that.
Oh, come up afterward? Because you're not preaching anymore. You're not busy. Even those teenagers knew that atheist guy couldn't carry a logic or whatever. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, sitting there thinking, you see, I'm saying, well, he's so and so, and he's not. And I'm thinking, if he wasn't, I wouldn't be preaching with him.
Yeah.
Now, if he ran in,
Well, that's how the devil comes in to divide people. They're waiting. You know, try and get you away.